Welcome back, everybody, to Pull Hook Golf, the podcast. I'm your host, Matt Cook, co-host Buttsy, and tonight we've got an awesome episode for you. It might be a boring couple of weeks here in golf, but it is not going to be boring on the Pull Hook Golf podcast. That I can promise you. And let's go ahead and just talk a little bit about what we've got going on tonight's episode. First of all, Buttsy just got back from Florida, playing in an event out there in which, spoiler alert, he won.
We won.
He won.
Played some real good golf. I don't know how, but we got in that drunken flow state where you just can't really miss. And it was fun.
I know exactly what you're talking
You know what
about.
I mean?
Absolutely love that. Did the Ryder Cup event a couple months back, and I got into the same type of flow state.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking a little bit about mindset too tonight. So without further ado, we've got the Rocket Mortgage Classic recap. We've got the John Deere Classic preview. We've got the Swannies style segment. And then we've got some more. Now, as we get into this, I do want to give a shout out to our sponsor, Swannies Golf, for always providing the freshest gear. I've got the Swannies hat on tonight. This right here, by the way, this is 4th of July in a nutshell. We've got a little golf ball and a floaty. And
drinking a transfusion there?
Drinking a good old transfusion. And by the way, he's got the flag in there too. That is attached to his floaty, if you see that.
That's a good hat. I just checked that all out.
And then I got the Swannies t-shirt on the back. It says, "Meet me at the barbecue." Buttsy can see it. Nobody else can.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
The letters actually have U.S. flag stars in it, so it's on brand.
Full 4th of July action out of Swannies. So, folks, go to Swannies.co. Utilize promo code PullHookGolf20 at checkout. I'm sorry, PullHookGolf. Is it 20, 25? Jesus, I'm losing
25,
my damn mind.
I think.
It is. It's Pull Hook Golf 25.
Yeah.
Gosh, Pull Hook Golf 25 at checkout for 25% off your entire order at Swannies.co. I've had a crazy one once again, folks. This is a never-ending drunk fest, I feel like, the past 3 weeks. And yeah, my wife had her best friend, bridesmaid, come out, spend some time over the weekend. Obviously, we had just moved into the new place, and sure enough, it was just another one of those weekends. So I'm recuperating yet again. Hopefully Dylan Vaudry, like last week, says, "Matt, you're looking great."
Yeah, what do you got? A little brown water there, I see.
Oh, I've got
Something wrong with the fridge? You need to get that cleaned out? What is that?
New water filters down here.
Yeah, I see. Little
This is,
McCrallin?
yeah, it's actually pouring out Macallan 18. Oof. Unbelievable.
Good choice. It's a very nice choice.
So I got that going for me, which is nice. And again, we're moving in the studio. So with the studio, we just have the backdrop right now. We're going to get this cleaned up throughout the next couple of weeks and really dial it in. But as Buttsy said, this setup, unreal. We've got lights galore in here. You're going to be able to see every aspect of us.
And I will tell you, this is, you can probably see it in my glasses here. This is like climbing a pole at Wrigley Field and just staring at it like a giant fucking moth. It is big light going on here. Every time you look at it, like, boom, blind, can't see for a couple minutes. So, but it looks good. We look crispy.
Dylan Vaudry said, "I look stellar once again." I appreciate that, Dylan. You're my hype man. I love that. But went to a D-backs game.
When?
On Sunday.
How was that?
Wife won sweet tickets. So it was fantastic. They actually won. They beat the Oakland A's, which I think are the last place team in the entire league. But the cool thing was, ironically enough, as kind of shit-canned as we were all weekend,
Yeah.
the suite next to us, it was Baxter's birthday, who's the mascot of the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Oh, the big cat.
Yep. So he had all his friends. Every mascot.
Does he have mascot friends?
He's got mascot friends. So he's got Sparky from ASU. He's got the GCU Lope. He's got the Wendy's Frosty. He's got some car wash guy. There was the Arizona Rattlers mascot.
It's like adult Disneyland in there.
It was unbelievable.
Wow.
I didn't know what to do. Didn't know how to act. Didn't know how to react. It was very, scary.
Did they have food in the suite?
They did, yeah.
What, bunch of glizzies
nice.
or what?
Oh, I tell you what, it was
Sea dogs?
It was a full-on brat with all the fixings. Unbelievable, great stuff out of them.
Just dousing it up.
Dousing it up. And if you're just joining us here, like Trot Golfer, good evening, superstars. We greatly appreciate that. Kyle over at Cart Barn Guys is complimenting your chain here. Buttsy says, nice chain, and then a couple Backstreet Boy references there. Butsy's back. All right. Love
They
that.
mad because I got that sparkle lope on pimp?
Yes, that's sparkle. I almost didn't know what you said.
Man, I'm not sure I know either.
But we are just getting into this studio. Once again, this is just a quick setup in terms of the backdrop here. But Akshay Bhatia is joining us tonight.
Yeah.
And not really. This is him. This is as much as Akshay is going to say tonight on the show.
That is
our brown praying mantis.
That's a cutout of him right before he hit his putt on 18, I think.
I think that is actually the shot of him putting on 18. Yeah. And when he missed it, he just didn't know what to do.
I said, man, it'd be funny if he put his head on a praying mantis and then there it is. But my God, is like when you actually see it, it's what he looks like.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's very similar.
Wow.
Yeah. It's almost like he's wearing green pants, kind of. So,
yeah.
Fantastic stuff. Yeah. Great artwork out of our artwork team.
Absolutely. Shout out to the team.
Shout out. We do have, by the way, on tonight's episode, as I mentioned to you, the Rocket Mortgage Classic recap. Let's get right into it. Winner of the Rocket Mortgage Classic is Cam Davis. And what I realized after he won, I'm like, man, did he win this previously? And then I realized very quickly that he won back in 2021 over Troy Merritt, which I remember talking to Bobby Brown, who was Troy Merritt's caddy at the time, that Troy ended up missing a very close putt, and that allowed Cam Davis to win. So is that freaking weird that Cam Davis wins this tournament twice in almost the same scenario of a guy missing a short putt?
Because two other guys lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a dominant win. Didn't make three birdies coming down the stretch to take it. You had two people shit themselves for the dub. That's golf. I mean,
that's golf.
Just how the math was, but yeah, that's wild.
And for all of you that are like, man, I don't want to ever see a mental performance coach, a sports performance coach, or anything along those lines. I don't believe in it. They're going to make me all of a sudden do certain things. Well, Cam Davis, he started seeing a hypnotherapist, okay, a few weeks ago. He said that he saw an initial spark, but was not expecting a result as a win. Like, oh, yeah, like put you under. I'm going to tell you all the nice things, and you're going to do it.
Uh-oh, don't start that shit already.
That's McAllen 18. I mean, when you go neat, by the way, folks, it's not like there is nothing in here. I know you guys are used to us drinking on the show, but it's not like there's nothing in here. That is neat McAllen 18 right there.
It's like drinking a cigar.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. I'll say, though.
Don't stink. Don't smell that.
There are times.
You want to puke?
There are times, not that, but there are times when I drink an actual wood fire. Yeah. Fantastic.
Very good.
Yeah. So Cam Davis has that going for him. That's great. So maybe he's going to actually break out now, which, by the way, I did ask Twitter the other day after Cam Davis's win. I said, do you like it more when the big name wins or someone less relevant who may break through in the future? I was shocked by the results.
I'll share my opinion on it, but what did they say?
Everybody said, it was 23%. Well, to be specific, 23.3% big name, 76.7% potential breakthrough. So everybody apparently, I don't know if they're telling the truth with that.
Just classic underdog mentality, right? Like, I think everybody wants to see somebody that they haven't seen before, or maybe they haven't seen in a while. Like, it kind of be like if Spieth wins this week. Like, that's a big name still, but coming out of the ashes and finding it again. Are we talking about the same thing?
Yeah, we are.
Kind of.
I'm just looking. You're almost putting yourself out of the freaking screen here. Oh, out of the view of the camera. No, you're doing great. Doing great. We've also got the fact that he's 29 years old, that Cam Davis.
Yeah.
From Australia. He's 6'4" tall. He's only had the 2 wins on the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
So both were at the Rocket Mortgage Classic. Both happened almost the same way. But he also won the Australian Open in 2017. How many years ago is 2017? Is that 7 years?
Yeah, that is.
He was 22 when he won the Aussie Open. That's pretty good.
When did he turn pro?
He don't have it. Don't know. No
Let's
idea.
just guess. I mean,
I'm going to guess 2015.
yeah.
Like maybe he was like 20 years old, maybe 19, I would imagine.
Yeah. So he's still new.
Yeah, he's still
He's
new.
still a young gun.
I mean, the tough thing with Cam Davis is that he hasn't lived up to the talent that he has, right? So that's the challenge with Cam Davis. But a lot of it, I mean, he felt like was mental. Going to see a mental hypnotherapist helped him out.
Is that common? I know guys go see sports psychologists and break down the way that they think and break the golf course up and talk about their fears and anxiety and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know if I've heard of anybody seeing a Miss Cleo type. Well, no, anyways. Yeah, baby. A hypnotherapist.
I know.
Going under hypnosis. Is that real? I thought that was like bullshit.
I mean, it can be if you believe in it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
you kind of have to buy in.
yeah, that's what I'm just going to say. You have to, yeah.
Good point here by Trot Golfer. He says that Earl did hypno with Tiger. He kind of did in a lot of ways. I don't know if you're being serious on that or not, but I believe Earl
Like hypnotic?
No, like
The drink?
it may be. Yeah, could be. But Earl did a lot of things mentally with Tiger in terms of like shaking keys in his pocket, getting him frustrated out on the golf course. Trot Golfer says he's dead serious on that one. So I believe you. You've been pretty accurate with a lot of the things that you chime in with. So I absolutely love that out of you.
And he's I've met him, and he's a traveled journeyman of the game for sure.
I know. I got to get up there to your golf course on the west side. I apologize. It's been a crazy. I haven't played any golf in like 3 weeks. It's absolutely insane. We might be playing this Thursday. We'll see.
Yeah, we're talking about it.
I'm going to have to pay him a lot of money if I play because apparently his game is pretty damn good right now.
It's just we're just finding the ball. If I find it off the tee, it's usually a pretty good day. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's
because
been happening.
You got hands of a baby out there, very soft.
Gonna get
tender.
it up and down.
Almost every time.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's short game is unbelievable. If I had his short game, I would be playing on tour. It's
very
incredible.
possible. Very possible.
Now, Akshay Bhatia is our runner-up and clearly our favorite guy of the night, Akshay. Go ahead, you grab him. Yeah. And on the podcast, folks, we've got a beautiful image of Akshay Bhatia behind us. He is the brown praying mantis. We got his head on a praying mantis, and we're just
You see that?
putting our hand underneath his head.
You fucking got a little something right there. Hang on, let me get that for you.
Little something in his teeth. That's friendship.
Yeah.
Immediate friendship.
It's also a snack.
Also a snack. Did it taste delicious?
Not bad.
Beautiful.
Tastes like whatever he killed.
So Akshay Bhatia, if you haven't been following him, has been playing fantastic of late. I've been a big fan of his I liked him coming out, but his golf swing to me was very George Gankis-esque when he first came out onto tour. Mm-hmm. And he was young, didn't have a whole lot of experience, so I wasn't super high on him then. There was a time, I think it was 2 years ago, when he was playing the Honda Classic, and I saw a reel, Instagram reel, of his golf swing that week in practice. And literally, I'm sitting there going, Akshay Bhatia, if he's got that swing right now, he's going to be playing incredibly. And then he kind of went on a bit of a run in the fall, won a tournament, and then headed into this year and won again. So that was only a year ago.
Yeah, you're right. He did kind of come out doing the leg box thing and like the whole weird, like, got a genetic disorder opening up. Yeah. But yeah, dude, I love his golf swing.
It's so good.
I don't know pound for pound if anybody gets more out of their golf swing than this dude does.
We do have Brian Velasquez.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my guy.
Now, Brian also said his drive won 100 yards in 17 or on 17. So that was something that I actually posted on our story on Instagram.
I saw that.
Through hashtag pull hook. fantastic work out of him. I'm not the only one that hits a pull hook. You've hit some pull hooks. Akshay hits pull hooks, which is why we have him on the show right now.
Didn't they say, I'm pretty sure right after they said he was trying to hit like a peeler cut and just hit it straight into the ground, right? And Brian's probably right. He went like 100 yards. Did he make par?
He ended up making par.
Yeah. He hit it down there and then hit a wedge in there and made, like a 15-footer or some shit.
Yeah, absolute gamer out of Akshay Bhatia. But the one thing I will say about Akshay Bhatia is his ball position with driver is a little bit back.
Yeah.
It's almost like just forward of center. Mm-hmm. And you're going to get that from time to time when you don't. Yeah, I mean, it's.
You don't kind of hang and cut it.
Well, he throws his hips back in order to drive power. So he squats and then really rotates his almost like his lower body back.
Yeah.
And that's why he has to have the ball position further back. But if that gets out of sync, he's going to hit that pull hook. Love that for us. Love that for everybody.
It's a little pull hook sometimes.
Yeah. It certainly helps the brand.
I don't know what his voice sounds like, so I'm going to come up with an Akshay bathtub voice here. Maybe not tonight, but stay tuned.
Work on it. I think that could be a good one. But he's been playing absolutely fantastic. Even on the last hole, like he had a chance to make birdie. Now on 17, ends up making par, does not make birdie. You have to birdie 17. That was what cost it for him, in my opinion. And then he got to 18, and that's where the pressure gets crazy because remember, folks, and Akshay talked about this, that putt, it moves. Even though it was like a 4-footer, it freaking moves.
Yeah.
And the first putt that he had, even though it was a look at birdie, there's a lot of break to it. You don't want to hit it way past because with big breaking putts, those can keep going after the hole. If you hit it on the low side, it's just going to keep going. So he's like, and I love this out of him. It shows humility. It shows authenticity. He said, it's hard. You got a lot of slope there, so you don't want to run it 5-6 feet by, but just a little bit of nerves, honestly. It's just, I'm human. And the greens get slower throughout the day here, which is why he's saying the mistake was when he left it short 5-6 feet instead of, that 5 to 6 footer. They said on the broadcast that it looked like he pulled it. I watched it over and over again.
No pull.
I didn't think he pulled it. I think it was a misread. And he didn't hit it hard enough.
I mean, dude, like we go out, let's just, of course, that you and I have played a few times together. We go paw late in the afternoon. And
get slow.
Even like that, like the 10th there, the drivable par 4. I mean, it's one of those greens. The pin is at a point where it's either gassed or it's perfect. And anything else is fucking way short. And it's to win on the PGA Tour. So he gets a pass from me on that one.
I love Akshay Bhatia. I don't think this is going to hurt him at all. I don't think this is like one of those Jordan Spieth hole 12 at the Masters type moments to where like from then on he's not going to be clutch. He even said it in another one of his portions of media afterwards that, I've won before. It's not like I don't know how to win.
Right.
So it's just a bad day, which I totally get. I mean, he's been playing so consistently, and he was at the top of the leaderboard throughout the entire week up until, obviously, Sunday. Now, let's talk about somebody else who really had some struggles. He had, once again, another chance to win, which that is I was going to say Cam Smith. It's Cameron Young. Cameron Young, we're still surprised that he hasn't won, right?
Yeah.
And after Saturday, really after Friday, I'm like sitting there going, Cam Young is going to win this freaking golf tournament. Like he's locked in. He shot a 59 the week before up at good old the Travelers at TPC River Highlands.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, his game looks really, really good. Now, the one thing for Cam Young, it really came out as to his weakness when it comes to closing out golf tournaments.
The driver, the break, the meltdown.
The mental side of the game. Yeah, he cannot handle the mental aspect that comes with trying to win. I think that just got us a little bit.
Son of a bitch.
Let's jack it up just a tiny bit here, just to make sure that the audience. Oh shit! I closed it out again. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We got the little guys back.
What are you talking about?
The little people.
Oh.
You don't see him?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, he cracked it. Couldn't even snap it, so we didn't get a full break.
Yep, he cracked the driver. I believe it was early in the back nine. It was like hole 13, 12 or 13. One of the broadcasters knew it immediately, said, oh, he just snapped his driver. Then from then on, he was hitting 3-wood.
I mean, I get the passion, but you can't do that.
The problem for me wasn't even the breaking of the driver. It was literally everything thereafter. His demeanor sucked. Like, he was just kind of being pouty.
What hole was it again that this happened?
I believe it was like 12 or 13.
So, I mean, I don't know. It goes both ways, right? I mean, he did manage to stick it out with a 3-wood and play well enough to win, I guess, right?
I mean, he was right there towards the end.
And I don't know the rest of the golf course, how penalizing that was not having the driver. Do you know? I mean,
well, on 17, he was up there in 2.
Yeah.
And that, which is a par 5. So he did that with his 3-wood off of the tee.
Yeah.
So obviously he has length. And we know he's a bomber of the golf ball.
6'4", right?
No, that's Cam Davis.
Son of a bitch.
No. But Cam Young is a brick house. So with Cam Young, hits it up there, and then he ends up 3-putting the 17th. Leaves the first putt super short. Doesn't hit the broadside of a barn with the next putt. Like, it was ugly. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we kind of saw the crack in his game between the flat stick, because he did not make a 10-footer all day.
Well,
you got to make 10-footers.
Do you think that that's something that he's going to improve?
Only if he... So, remember...
Age-related, maybe?
He had Paul Tesori on his bag for a little bit. Okay? Paul Tesori, super experienced, had been on a ton of high-quality bags. A great caddy.
Sounds like a fungal infection, kind of.
Paul Tesori.
Yeah.
Tesori.
I had to get it operated on. Some Paul Tesori on my foot.
Got it off. But Paul Tesori went to Tom Kim when Joe Skovron left.
Okay.
So left Cam Young to go to Tom Kim.
Probably.
This is how the caddy cycle goes, though. So it is what it is. But I don't know who is on Cam Young's bag right now. Cam Young, to me, is... He's got to be willing to go through that process of fixing the mental side.
Yeah. I don't know how you do it.
You got to get help. You got to go see a mental performance coach or a sports psychologist or a hypnotherapist. I mean, you got to go to somebody, and you got to believe in it and know, hey, this is going to happen.
Is it like a pre-shot routine?
It can be.
Is it like, do you develop some sort of a trigger and some sort of a happy place that you start thinking about to get yourself under control? I'm just spitballing here. There's got to be some sort of action that you're taking to, like, oh no, these thoughts are starting to happen. Here's what I fucking do. Like,
it's funny. Dr. Bob Rotella has one of the most famous books out there for sports psychology and golf. It's called I can't think of the name. I can picture it in my head. I can picture the cover. Not a Game of Perfect, I believe, or something along those lines.
It's called Don't Be a Bitch by Dr. Bob Rotella.
Pretty much. And then
Bob Ropefella.
When I was playing collegiate golf at GCU, Grand Canyon University, a lot of tough words that are not a Game of Perfect, I believe is the name of that book. But when I was playing at GCU, they brought in a sports psychologist, and they had us do a lot of visualization.
Try one of those guys. Sharpen you right up, I promise, because I'm just like flying now.
Where do I put this?
You could upper deck it. You could booty lozenge it.
Is this a dib?
It's a dip. Yeah.
Am I going to throw up?
No. I mean, fuck, I hope not. I think it would pair wonderfully with some McQuallen. Anyways.
Oh, I want lower deck. Yeah.
I think they're tasty.
This is interesting. Canada sucks.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I don't know if I can even talk with this thing.
No, dude, it's actually made your affect way better.
There we go.
Crisper.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, affects for me. Not FX. Nothing to be... No. I'm giving this a shot because you said it's an energy one.
It is. It's... what's this one have in it?
This might come out in like 3 seconds.
Go Fuel, and it's got CBG.
Are you supposed to swallow?
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
That sounds like Hawk Tua. Okay, I lost my train of thought. This is a new experience for me, folks. I've never dipped before. Dylan Vulture says, Matt with the Zen. No, this is Canna dips. So this is like...
It's very Zen-like. It just there's no nicotine. It's CBG, whatever that stands for. So
no idea. Got no idea what's happening.
it's not
right
like
now.
it's not like you're gonna get stoned or something. It's nothing like that. So.
Yeah. So Cam Young needs some mental support. Now a quick word from our sponsor. Swannies is here with a fresh take. Performance-based materials are a given these days. But if you're looking for the stretchiest and most lightweight pieces that deliver a look that says, I'm here for a good time, take a walk on the Swannies side. With fabric sourced from recycled plastics and designs sourced from our very own weekend warriors, Swannies is looking out for both our planet and those that need a little style to boost their drive another 15 yards. Premium looks from top to bottom at Swannies.co. Okay?
Yes.
Dad was a golf pro.
Okay.
I don't know if his dad can help him out with that or not, but I would probably go see a sports performance coach is probably the way that I would go if I had to make a recommendation to Cam Young, but he certainly needs it, and I think the more he goes on to where he's not winning, he's just going to get more and more down that rabbit hole of self-destruction.
Yeah, despair. Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me. Looked like he just absolutely took himself out of the golf tournament. Now, I do have to give credit to our audience because somebody was talking about Minwoo Lee last week.
Okay.
And Minwoo
Oh, that's
Lee,
right. Yeah, and we kind of shut that down.
I dismissed it because Donald Ross designed golf course. You've got very undulating greens. I just didn't think he has the touch when it comes to the flat stick. But he played really, really well. Now, he did have some big numbers out there, which makes sense to what I was saying. But that being said, he finishes tied for second with Davis Thompson and Aaron Rye, in addition to, obviously, Akshay Bhatia. Mm-hmm. And we do have an update from Trot Golfer. He says that Cam's caddy, so Cam Young's caddy, is Chad Reynolds.
Chad Reynolds.
You
Good must know Chad.
Reynolds. Well,
or you are on the super producer button and you are just Googling some nice stuff here for us, which is appreciated. 'Cause I don't know shit about that.
I don't know how I feel about this, but I'm indifferent right now.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I'm not quite sure. We're gonna guys, this might be the best live stream you've ever seen because I have no idea if I'm going to be okay.
Shit.
Buttsy might have just sabotaged me. All right, we've got... I can't keep this thing in my damn life. I don't think I was born for this.
I mean,
so
there's no way it's working yet, but...
No, but it's like keeps popping up.
Okay, you got to tuck it right back, like behind on the other side of the canine where you have that little hump. Throw it on that side of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just did.
I think you took it out, didn't you?
No, it's right
Oh,
here.
okay. Yeah. Wow, spotlight for the candidates tonight, folks.
Gosh, damn.
Sorry, dude.
T6 for Rico Hoey. Never heard of this guy.
I saw the notes, and I didn't either.
You thought I was messing with you?
I said, I'm not even going to look that up. I've never fucking heard of this guy before.
Brian Velasquez says, get it to the bottom left. He asked where it was. It's in the bottom
That's
left
what
right
I told
now.
him. You got to put it by the hump there. It keeps it tucked, especially if you don't have a pocket built up. We'll get into this.
There's no pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trot Golfer says, I need one on each side. That is a horrific thought. I'm just not built for this.
Tastes nice, though.
I'm like the Kendrick Lamar song, Not Like Us. I'm not.
They not like us.
Dude,
that
song hits. Apparently, Rick Ross got knocked out. No, he did.
I saw that.
But I watched. They wanted everybody to think Rick Ross got knocked out.
Yeah.
He did not. He probably got hit once. And
they probably wanted Rick Ross to swing, and then they probably wanted to sue the living fuck out of Rick Ross. And that didn't happen. So.
Yeah, we got some drama going on in the rap game. So
Rick Ross should have just ran him over with an airplane.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So T6, Rico Hoey.
Rico Hoey.
Eric Cole. Eric Van Rooyen. He's been playing some good golf.
Okay.
Cameron Young. So even though he snapped his driver, had a mental breakdown, but the dude's got so much game.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, how has he not won yet? We know now. We now know he needs to figure that out in order to get beyond it. So that being said, we also got the T10s. Taylor Moore, J.J. Spawn, Dylan Wu, Hayden Springer, Nick Dunlap, Luke Clanton, who was an amateur this week, and Sam Stevens.
Luke Clanton.
Notable, Neil Shipley, our buddy that looks like good old John Daly a bit with the long hair coming out, bigger kid.
He does.
You know, he was a USAM guy and has been playing some great collegiate golf, was in the NCAAs, and then sure enough, he is now a professional.
Yeah.
On the PGA Tour, and we've got him getting his first top 20 of his professional career. He was T20 this week.
Yeah.
He was up there towards the top of the leaderboard on Saturday, so that's fantastic.
I don't think I've seen him without a hat, but his head is shaped a little bit like Lois from Family Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Wally G. Happy Tuesday, spin off.
Wally G in the house.
Wally G. Love that name. Great name, Wally G. We've also got Clayton Bigsby reference.
Might have been a Clayton reference. That's very good, sir.
A little bit. That's pretty good.
That's all we'll say about that.
Picking up on that. Now, as we move on from the Rocket Mortgage Classic, because I bet that only about a quarter percentage of our audience actually watched that thing.
How many are going to watch the fucking John Deere?
People that love lawnmowers.
We're in the
love lawnmowers.
Well, let's go back just a hair though for the Rico Owe guy. We got to touch.
Do you know this guy?
No, but if he's top 10, I mean, how long's he been on tour? We don't know. This goes back into like the promotion of hot new players by the PGA Tour, and I feel like we should know who these guys are.
We really should.
There should be Instagram posts, you know, hey, he's playing this week. It's his second start on tour, whatever it is, or he's coming up. There should be something so that when this guy hits, there's some acknowledgement. And we like, oh, yeah, I've heard about this guy.
Oh, you're getting me into my rant with the whole entire goddamn promotional
that was
aspect
the idea
of the PGA Tour. It is an absolute dump in terms of the quality of content and the promotion around players coming from the PGA Tour. And I'm just going to tell it to everybody straight. This might hurt some feelings. Live Golf does a better job of promotion.
Sorry.
This was a great point I was about to make.
No, I think they still heard you.
Not sure.
You said Live Golf.
Live
does
Golf
a much better job.
Much better job of player promotion and all their little segments and everything that they do than the PGA Tour.
There it is. Just look at this. Little blip it. So he went and looked, but that shit was nowhere. They'd rather put up a Tiger making a wedge in 2005, which I fucking love. Throw some shit up on Rico. Let's see something.
You know what's funny about Rico? And from USC, Trot Golfer said that he played Korn Ferry Tour last year, superstar, haha. Now, here's the thing. My boy Bobby Brown, who got his on the PGA Tour, he's taking some time off, but would love Bobby to chime in from time to time because he was my Korn Ferry guy. He was the one that was always telling me about all the guys on the Korn Ferry Tour that were going to be something.
Yeah.
He never mentioned Rico Hoey. So I'm not quite sure that I bought that he was a full-on superstar, but sure. I'm with you, Trot. I'm not hating on that whatsoever, but what a great name.
I don't even know what this fucking
Like, he
guy
could be
looks
like Uncle Rico from good old Napoleon Dynamite, just tossing footballs out there.
Rico.
They should do a little skit with him and somebody that looks like Napoleon Dynamite.
That's the first thing that comes up is Rico Suave. That's one
Rico
of the main
Suave. Like, there's so
characters
many
in Hannah
options with a name
Montana.
like Rico. So much promotional capabilities. It's just the PGA Tour's promotion side is not very creative, and I hate to say that. I don't know the people that literally are over there. I don't, but I do recall that there was one of those Golf Channel deals, and I just was like floored with the type of people that were trying to interview some of these players.
Look at this guy. He actually looks really cool. Like,
Oh,
they
Rico
could
Hoey.
have done a video where he like,
Oh my God, he could have put on a mustache.
Yeah.
He could have been Uncle Rico.
Yeah, or like maybe
he's
he-
from the Philippines.
they show him flying in using his ears as wings.
How do they not like all of a sudden hit that Philippine market? Oh, unbelievable!
They missed out.
What a waste.
Great food over there.
Wally Jesus, throw it over the mountain. That's an Uncle Rico line right there from
Look
Napoleon
at, we're
Dynamite.
doing more promo for this guy now than. Anyways,
Everybody who is listening to the show is going to know more about Rico Hoey than probably Cam Davis.
yeah.
You okay, Jim?
Oh, dude, I'm just picked
right.
up some heavy shit today.
That's fair.
It's hurting.
Let's get into the John Deere Classic preview. We've got previous winner Sepp Straka, big driver of the golf ball. He's actually a great player. I mean,
He is.
I'd say he's actually underrated. Doesn't get enough promotion around him either. So that being said, we've got TPC Deere Run in Silvis, Illinois. This is designed by PGA Tour professional D.A. Weibring. Actually designed this golf track for the John Deere Classic.
Course looks sick though.
It's a par
I looked it up.
71, 7289. This is a great golf course. And here's the thing. With this particular golf course, it is all about club selection, and then the greens can get a little bit dicey at times. But you're going to see most likely either somebody who doesn't win a lot or somebody who's going to win for the first time this week.
You think so?
That's my opinion, even though we got Jordan Spieth coming back. Jordan Spieth used to commit to the John Deere, and he always played the John Deere. He even did so before one of the Open Championships.
Oh,
The Pebble Beach Open Championship that he almost won.
okay.
He actually, the first time he saw St. Andrews, the old course, was on the golf simulator.
Okay.
And he was saying that, I made a commitment to the sponsor, John Deere, and I'm going to fulfill it. That was back when he was first out on tour, and he was just an absolute stud.
Yep.
Now Jordan Spieth is Jordan Spieth.
Laying in the weeds.
Yep.
Folks,
We've got people calling to go ahead and hit that like button
Hit the motherfucking like button.
and
pimp.
subscribe to the podcast, our YouTube
I
channel.
mean-
I've got some things on the whole YouTube channel that I got to talk to you about.
You guys have any idea how much it costs to put together a piece of art like this behind us? This is not cheap. Like, we're trying to up production quality. We're in the studio here. Matt's got to pay for this house so that we have this place.
Got the studio.
Shameless plugs, but
Shameless. But
Yeah.
hit that subscribe. Make sure to like the content here on YouTube. We greatly appreciate it.
he makes a good point. Is Sepp have any chance now that he's not wearing the Caterpillar work toed square shoes?
Oh, the squares.
Yeah.
I just saw a commercial for them from
I wore those for a minute.
A 7-time club champion apparently was wearing those. He's like their spokesperson for their new commercial.
I don't know how John Rahm with his little elbow macaroni toe is not wearing squares.
How is he not the spokesperson for
Got
him?
that little thing on there.
I know you would think that squares would be perfect for him.
They would.
Unbelievable. So,
Yeah.
yeah, Sepp has not played the same since he gave those up. Got another sponsor, apparently. Good for him.
I think he'll be okay.
I think he's going to be all right. But let's go through this. It's a bit of a weaker field, once again,
Okay.
which provides the potential, once again, for new talent to really make their mark. First-time winner. I hope it's a first-time winner. I really do. I love it when we get to talk about somebody new and being like, hey, they just entered the winner's circle. Then you get the ability to start to speculate. Are they going to break out?
Is Rico Hoey playing?
I don't know.
I'm sure he is, right? Based on his finish last week. Like,
Probably.
Yeah.
I would imagine he would be. Notables in the field, though. Sepp Straka, obviously, is a returning champion. We got Jason Day, good old Sung Jae Im, Jordan Spieth, which this is the first time Jordan Spieth's coming back in quite some time. Denny McCarthy, best putter in the world outside of Cam Smith. Lucas Glover, what happened to Lucas Glover? He had such a great year last year and just hasn't been the same guy.
we'll see.
But JT Poston, Eric Cole. Eric Cole was the rookie of the year last year. He also finished, I believe, wasn't he one of the guys that was in the top 10?
I don't know. I do not know that.
He was tied 6th last week. So watch out for Eric Cole because he could end up having a good week this week. When his game's in shape, by the way, this is how he ended up winning the Rookie of the Year. I don't think he had a single win.
I like the Sung Jae.
I do like
I
Sanjay.
like the Sung Jae.
He's been playing really well. Him and Willie Wilcox have been getting along candidly.
Yeah.
which if you've been listening to this podcast for a long time, you know the stories of Sung Jae. Sung Jae is not a fan of caddies. He abuses his caddies, and caddies actually leave him all the time because they just can't stand the abuse. Him and Willie seem like they get along really, really done. Trot Golfer here says that Jason Day is going to get it done.
Ooh.
Yeah. Brian Velasquez says you got to love the Korean Prince. I tell you what, Willie Wilcox is like his hype man. Have you seen Willie Wilcox's tweets on Twitter?
No.
He's just going nuts about like all of these things about Sung Jae, just like pumping him up and everything. And I think Sung Jae sees those and is just like, I think he kind of is like, wow, Willie Wilcox is really cool. I want to be like him.
And he wants a fucking job.
Yeah.
He wants to keep this fucking job.
He is working that relationship, and it seems like it is working really well.
But like you said, it might be like the first time that like he's actually got like a interpersonal relationship with his caddy versus it just being strictly business and like, fuck you, you're gone tomorrow.
And just like Willie Wilcox, we got Wally G, who's like, hey, there's over 400 people watching right now. 3 likes. Come on. Help the Bullhook Golf channel and smash that like. Wally G, I will say that some people secretly hate to watch this. Like, they just want to shit on us sometimes. So they don't love to give us the love. So that's completely fun. But hit that like button if you are actually liking the content. And
some people don't have hands, you know. Some people don't have hands and arms. Somebody set this up for them. Some people got Neuralink. I guess they're testing that out now, which they should actually be able to hit like faster than everybody else. So, anyways, little love here.
Brian Velasquez wants to know, is Will in the hot seat, though, if this year Sung Jae doesn't end up winning?
Not if he keeps fucking hyping him, dude.
Yeah, you need a good hype man. You need a little John on your side. Yeah.
That is a 16-ounce Diet Coke. Yes.
It is, and he brought 7 of them. This is unbelievable. I've never seen a man other than John Daly crush this many Diet Cokes.
You know, I figured this out. We drink beer on the pod and playing golf and all this other shit and vape and got to chew in all at the same time. I don't think that it matters what the medium is at this point. It could be water bottles. Like, I'm sitting here going, you know what? I probably don't have to drink 10 beers tonight. I think what it is I just like sipping on doing shit with my hands.
Yeah. So Truck Golfer
Might have just saved my own life.
Is that a 16-ounce Diet Coke? We have confirmation it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wally G's not happy with the haters. That's usually when I know that, well, people like to say that's when you've made it, is when you got the haters. And trust me, we got plenty of them.
Oh, yes.
I mean,
A lot of death threats.
I love them. Absolutely love them. Can't stop, won't stop. Rockefeller Records. Let's go. So who's your pick for this week?
Been talking about him for a while. I'm waiting for it to come together again. I know he can do it. Jake fucking Knapp.
I thought you were having a seat.
Oh, that's a snore, baby.
I can't believe that you just made me think that you were like seizuring on the show.
You must be around a lot of seizure people.
Yeah, narcolepsy, hell of a drug.
Grew up in a nursing home or something? What's going on, dude?
I don't know. So Jake Knapp for you.
Jakey Knapp.
I don't hate it. Don't want to see it, but don't hate it.
I think Spawn's in there too. If he is playing this week, I know he's got
JJ.
it. I know he's got it in him. Still.
I did not see JJ on the list, but he could have been deeper down.
I played with that dude a couple years ago, and
He's
I
a
don't.
player.
He was like off the radar then, right? Had really, but like, you could just, I mean, they're all really fucking good. Let's just get that out there in the open. But playing with him, he is really fucking good.
You know who I want?
Who?
I want 2-glove Aaron Rye.
I thought you were going to say
Iron covers.
Tommy Gainey's out of retirement.
No, I actually heading into this, I was like, I saw James Hahn on the in the field this week, and I'm like, oh my god,
The Hahn.
James Hahn. Had him on the podcast. James Hahn. If you haven't heard that interview on the Polo Golf Podcast, go look it up because it is fantastic. James Hahn just like had no idea that he idolized at the golf course in Oakland, California.
Yeah.
Pimps that literally wore like full like hats, like
Zoot suit, the whole nine.
the whole nine with a
Chain.
cane. Like
yeah.
he was always like, Dad, I want a cane. No, son.
You said James Hahn likes pimps?
I idolized
pimps?
him as a kid, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
He was awesome.
I guess I did too.
Wally G says, "Happy Tuesday. Keep the pace, dudes. We're keeping the pace. We're keeping it moving, keeping it grooving." And again, I'm going Aaron Rye, baby. Aaron Rye. Dude, this guy.
Did we do odds tonight? Do you have odds on any
I've
of
got
these
no
guys?
odds. No odds.
I think Spieth is a good pick just for he's probably like plus 5,000 or some shit like that if I had to guess. That's probably not a bad small denomination bet. But yes, Trot, you are right. I will ride Jake Knapp the rest of the season, and I think one of these $50
Do you
bills
think he's
is going to
get
hit.
another win this year?
Yes. Yeah. Hence, yeah.
Yeah. Fair play.
I just think he's fucking awesome.
Okay. For
Anyways.
our Swanee style segment, we're going back in the day. Remember back in the 70s when the guys were wearing plaid pants
Yeah.
and the deep V's with the longer collars to them, like almost like dress shirts, but they're like collars and co almost.
Yeah.
Which, not to give another brand a shout out, but that's what it reminds me of.
Okay.
Players used to rock the hair back then instead of the hat. I have a question for you. Have you always worn a hat, or were there times on the golf course to where you would actually wear hair out there?
If I had grown up playing junior golf, like maybe in a different environment than Arizona, I think I would have. I've rocked hair before, but I probably would have like rocked the hair a lot more. Somewhere where there's more shade, pine trees, reasonable weather, it's 65 degrees outside. Always played junior golf, like growing up in the summer, and it's just the heat, and like I need that sunblock.
Need the sunblock.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I've gone out there
Not opposed
because
to it.
sometimes you get that tan line from a hat.
Yeah.
So sometimes I will just go out, put some pomade in, and get out there and even out that tan. So I'm not opposed to it, but I really wish the pros would somewhat bring it back. During the Ryder Cup, we had a hat gate to where Patrick Cantlay didn't want to wear that, so he went hatless.
Well, who's the dude that was hatless for a long time? Robert Frost? Robert
Rock.
Rock. That's right.
Yeah. Great Englishman.
Yeah.
He teaches now. He's actually a really, really good golf instructor.
I believe it. I mean,
Yeah.
his golf swing is fucking unbelievable. Great hair.
His golf swing was great. Great hair. I think that's a prerequisite. You got, or is it Robert Rick? No, it was Robert Rock, wasn't it? Yeah, Rock.
Robert
There
Rock,
we go.
yeah.
Okay. Trot golfer threw that in there. So, Robert Rock, and again, great golfer, actually.
Yeah.
Underrated in a lot of ways, but I kind of miss the 70s guys that were out there with the long hairdos and stuff. Do you think that it's because of the sponsors?
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot of money.
Fuck yeah. Yes.
Audience, I wonder, would you guys appreciate somebody that for like just didn't really care about the money and decided to not wear a hat, and we brought back the hairdos out there?
You're asking them, but yeah, I mean, I think there's a place for it. But like you just said, though, if you're talking about $100,000 for, I mean, because they're not just selling the front of the hat. They're selling, it's like a NASCAR thing now. It's like the side of the hat, the back logo, what kind of hat. Like, it's a lot.
The hat deal is worth $80,000, Trot said.
Yeah.
I believe it. And that's why, would the audience respect that player that much more if they decided, F the 80 grand, let's go ahead and I'm just rocking hair?
Do you know anybody that has just rocked hair?
No.
Like, did you grow up, playing and like were there routinely? Because I think it's something that you have to do from the beginning, right?
You think so? You can't
Yeah.
just be like, you know what? I got great hair. I'm
mean,
just
like-
going to rock hair.
Nicholas didn't wear a hat, right?
Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah,
The Golden Bear.
but he never did.
A lot of guys didn't back in the day. That's what I'm saying. Like back in the 70s,
Yeah.
there was so much style.
Yeah, it was a different thing. It was,
There was also pleated pants.
like, hey, we can go out to dinner from here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Pretty good. I mean, and think about it. You can go right back out to dinner, as Buttsy said.
yeah, you can. I don't know. I like that too, though. What he's saying, like tattoo the forehead. But here's another thing. Like, speaking of hats, and I don't know if this is just me, I would love to wear a wide brim like sun hat. And the only reason that I've never been able to wear one, it's not that I like it doesn't mess up my golf swing, but it changes the sound of impact. It fucks with me. I can't do it.
Really?
Excuse me.
Changes the sound.
The whole sound, like everything's like more hollow and snappy sounding. It messes with my like the audio. I don't know. I might just be a weirdo. It's just entirely possible.
That's real interesting.
Yeah.
Love that for you. So I think it's a lost art. I think we got to bring it back. I would love to see somebody actually bring that back. But in the meantime, I'm just going to keep rocking my Swannies hats. So
Yep.
Little promo there for them. And let's get into last week. Many people, I don't know if you guys watched the presidential debate. We're not often very political on this show. I've had plenty of people that on this podcast that are on either side of the spectrum. But one thing that was not on my bingo card last week was the presidents absolutely trash talking the shit out of each other and literally picking on each other over handicaps and not being able to walk the golf course. So I got to ask the question, which Bryson DeChambeau said. He sent out a tweet the next day. He said that he would hold the match, he would do everything around it, and he would post it on his YouTube channel. Great call by Bryson DeChambeau, but I ask you, who do you think wins in that scenario if they're playing handicaps?
I don't even know where you start. Like, where do you start with the handicap? I mean, there's a real good chance, like, Joe might die out there. And how do you handicap Joe Biden if you can't
Sleepy Joe.
play? You have to be able to play to have a handicap.
So
I don't think he's even getting through it.
Dylan brought this up, and this was a big mistake by Joe. He said that when he was vice president, which was ages ago,
Yeah.
okay, long time ago, Joe says he was a 6 handicap. Well, Trump just jumped all over it. And then they challenged each other to a golf match. Biden said, only if you carry your own bag.
Yeah, well, yeah, he old shamed Joe, and then Joe tried to fat shame him, and then went from World War III to I'll fuck you up on the golf course. I mean, the America show was lit. I'll just put it that way.
I will say this. I know people around New York City at golf clubs, and I will say that Trump is a legit golfer. Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't have the best golf swing in the world, but he actually, by stepping to the side, he clears his lower body and gets through it and actually has a really consistent golf swing. Now, he's also won some club championships that have been pretty skeptical.
Suspicious.
Very suspicious. And I have heard from some caddies that, might have been paid to kick balls out of the rough and into fairways and so
Oh,
forth.
yeah.
So,
The VJ thing.
you know,
Yeah, like VJ Singh back in the day.
Vijay.
Yeah.
Vijay. Mm-hmm. We done with this segment.
I was just like, I don't know if I want to get into how VJ cheated. I don't
want
want
to get too far down the rabbit
That's the
hole.
I'm kind of wondering the same thing because you can get into this whole fucking Trump and Biden golf thing. This could be an hour and a half talking about these two, but I think it's more just entertainment value to say that anything else would happen than Trump winning.
100%. The other thing to this is that this candidate that you had me put in my mouth, I don't know what's happening right now.
You like it? Maybe they put Biden in one of those golf carts.
I'm indifferent right now.
For like handicapped people where, he can drive around it. It's a little one-seater thing, and his legs and his torso are strapped in, and when he needs to hit, it's like stands him up, gives it old whack. Probably.
That sounds great.
Ball goes this way, he probably looks that way. I don't know.
That'd be down. That'd be down.
Yeah.
He went up. Needs to come down.
Oh, goddamn, it's broken. Just out there driving in it.
Do you have a comment from Trot Golfer, which we're about to get into our segment, which is just straight audience Q&A. Folks, this is a boring couple of weeks in golf. There's no live golf. There's no drama going on. We even have Greg Norman doing freaking interviews on Bloomberg. It's getting weird. So
When's our next event?
I'm going to open this up in July 12th. So we still got 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, I talked to Pat today. He said he's in Morocco.
Morocco.
Yeah.
So Vijay, 1985, erased the scorecard after signatures, Asian tour.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about kicking it from behind a tree.
The antler spray, deer antler spray.
The deer antler spray choked his nuts way up. He started bombing it. That was another thing. Some of the guys were trying. I think they outlawed that ultimately. Beta blockers, all that shit.
I mean, if you're not cheating, are you trying to win?
Did they? Well,
Or are you still trying to win?
I don't think I've ever cheated on the golf course.
No, but maybe
really haven't.
pushing boundaries in terms of deer antler spray.
Oh yeah,
He was trying to find every advantage he could possibly get.
yeah.
Like an eraser on the back of a pencil.
It's a pretty big advantage. Fuck. Yeah.
Hate to see it. Hate to see it. So Q&A time, folks. Go ahead and chime in. What do you want us to talk about right now? This is your moment. This is your chance to have us going into a segment on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I am flying high on this Zen type thing that you got.
Is it working for you?
I have no idea. I'm
Okay.
just flying high.
Okay.
So I don't know whether it was the 18-year-old McCallan or whether it is this candidate, but man, I have something going on right now.
Fucking A.
I might be having a stroke. We don't know.
No, I think you're okay.
So feel free. This is your moment, guys. Just like I create segments for every single one of these shows, this is your chance to
What the
go ahead and get back in the game right now.
Frisky here.
Get frisky. What topic do you want to talk about? Here we go. Truck Golfer says, Buttsy, what's the average price of a beer/seltzer around the valley? 6-pack prices.
Are you talking on the golf
on
course?
the golf course?
I find that courses that charge less than $100 per round, regardless of season, typically have what they call a buy 5, get the 6th one free. And it's kind of bullshit. It's really just like, hey, the actual deal is we just kind of charge this much for each one. So let's make you feel a little better about it. But 6-pack, what does that usually run? I think it's like $40. It's usually at a less than $100 round club. I feel like it's just about marked up 50% over what you would pay if you went and bought it at the gas station or the grocery store, which so is everything else. I mean, a sleeve of fucking Pro V's is like $23 now.
Hate to see
It's
it.
the craziest thing ever. There's 94 handicaps buying those, and that's why I just go walk the desert. I'm like, I'm not buying balls. You know how many fucking pearls are out here? I got one. Rules. So, fairway wood out of the rough. Okay.
Okay.
And I know some guys have been called on this in the past, but I still feel like this is like the cheat that everybody does that doesn't feel like it's a cheat.
Okay.
And it's your ball sitting down in the rough. You're on a par 5. You're trying to almost test the lie a little bit because you're about to try to dig a 3-wood out of
So
there.
you're tapping it down
You're
behind the
pushed
ball.
down a little just to kind of assess how thick it really is. And maybe doing that behind the ball is the mistake, but you're really just trying to see, like, do I have any business digging this out of there? But inadvertently, sometimes, especially if
rolls.
there's grain, well, it won't roll. And now the ball's almost on a tee. Like, you can really push that grass down to where
I see what you're saying.
there's like a little channel now behind the ball. I think you really have a better chance of hitting it better. I think a lot of guys on tour still do that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to say that's illegal.
I think it is. I think it
it
is.
is too.
But I think it's
I think
more-
it's gray area.
Yeah, I think it's one of those rules that is definitely a rule, but it's overlooked a lot.
I have to agree.
Yeah.
Now, Dylan Vaudry says, what do you think the scores would be if we dropped the best 60 Corn Ferry guys on the same course the live guys play? Would the scores be close? Oh, you're looking for some heat here.
Yeah, that's a big one there, but
Ooh-wee.
that's pretty big one. I don't know, man. It's one of those deals. Like probably they're still some of the best golfers in the world, and
Well, what do you think they would score on the live setups right now?
well, what do they score on the Corn Ferry Tour? I mean, they still,
You still got guys winning tournaments at 20 under par, right? Like,
No, guys on the Corn Ferry Tour are going low.
yeah.
Low. I think it's harder to win on the Corn Ferry Tour than on the PGA Tour, depending on your game.
Yeah.
Because on Corn Ferry, you got to drop so many putts.
Well, and like, Gunn and all these guys used to play it. What do they call it? The wet.com tour back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Good old-
Shit weather conditions, less than perfect golf courses, questionable lies all over the golf course. Yeah, I don't know. That's a question
good
I
question.
can't answer. Yeah.
It all depends on comfortability.
Yeah.
That's what it ultimately comes down to, because those guys on the Corn Ferry Tour just know they have to go super low. So they go flag stick hunting almost every single round and just try to go as low as humanly possible. Where on Live Golf, are they going to do that when they're playing against a Bryson DeChambeau? Are they going to get a little bit, nervous playing with some of those guys? Because ultimately, and some guys don't have nerves. Like some guys just don't have that.
And if you're insinuating that live tour courses are, I think you're trying to say maybe they're easier.
The courses are, there's definitely some courses that are set up pretty easy on Live. I've noticed that. They definitely are looking for the scores to stay low so that they get a product that is, advantageous to golf fans, that they're like, holy cow, these guys are shooting so low.
Yeah.
Which it makes sense. They, in the first year, they actually had a few golf courses that were set up very difficult, and they didn't get the results they really wanted. One of those was actually in Boston.
Yeah.
A lot of the guys struggled out there. I think DJ ended up winning that. That was the one that hit the cup, bounced up, and went back in a playoff. It was like a 3-guy playoff. So they've tried to differentiate a little bit, and a lot of the golf courses that they've played, the setups have been pretty easy, but you still have some golf courses that are good golf courses, in my opinion. And again, it's going to come down to how comfortable is it for these Corn Ferry Tour guys to all of a sudden go up against some of those big names. And I'm telling you right now, some of these guys that are on the Corn Ferry Tour, they aren't going to play great on the PGA Tour. They're not going to play great on Live Golf, but there's other guys that are gamers that are just on their way. And those are the guys that I would say, they would definitely give some of the Live guys a hard time. But at the same point, some of those Corn Ferry Tour guys, if they were on the PGA Tour right now, would also be giving the PGA Tour guys a run for their money.
For sure, if given the opportunity. Yeah. And what are they playing for on Live?
$4 million.
Yeah. So that's what they're playing for. So you could even say, maybe, I don't know. I mean, you might have a little more grind in some of those guys than some of the dudes that are out there.
Yeah, and you might even see that some of the Corn Ferry Tour guys would get nervous about the amount of money that they could potentially make.
Life-altering.
Life-altering money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we saw it with Caleb Surratt. I know I got a lot of shit from a senior European tour professional.
Okay.
And on Twitter, and sure enough, like he was telling me, oh, you don't feel those kind of nerves, like when I was talking about Caleb Surratt and how he had the first day lead in one of the Live Golf events, and then all of a sudden, uncharacteristically, played terrible in the second round and then kind of brought it back a little bit in the third round, but wasn't even enough to get him into the top 10. So it's like, those things do happen. Nerves are real. The mental side of this game is real. If you're just one of those guys that doesn't feel those nerves by playing with big names and potentially the amount of money you could potentially make, then I don't really know what to tell you because you're not normal.
Oh, what happened to our guy last week? Wasn't there a guy who had like 4 beers to get through the Monday qualifier and got in?
Oh my God, I forgot about that story.
Yeah. What did he end up? Because he had a whole bunch of interviews about, I'm just happy to be here, and if I make the cut, great, and if not, I'm glad I finally got to play in one of these deals. Who was that, and how did he finish? Do we know?
I do not know. I don't even know his name.
I'd be curious now that I'm thinking about it. Like, hey, did he end up, playing good?
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't have
Type in Monday qualifier
I don't have a
rocket.
keyboard. I just have the mouse to click around.
Okay.
So unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to get to him. But wasn't he like a club fitter or something?
Something where he worked at Carl's Golf Land, I think.
Something like that, like a golf shop, like golf store employee.
Came to town. He didn't even have enough clothes for the rest of the week. He was talking about, my parents might have to bring down clothes. I don't know. I might just buy shit. He was looking for sponsors to get through the week. I saw some comments on Instagram.
Dylan Podry says Joel Damon. No, that was the Netflix deal with Joel. But no, Trot Golfer, come on. You got to know who this guy was. That was the golf shop, just employee. He had 4 drinks before getting into the playoff on Monday for the Monday qualifier. And
won in like a fucking 8-hole playoff or some shit.
Nick Bienz from Brian Velasquez chimes in. Nick Bienz. Okay. Golf Galaxy employee.
Galaxy.
I was thinking club champion, but I knew it was one of those. So Golf Galaxy. Let's see where he finished. I got to get to.
You make the cut. That'd be so sick.
Let's see. You guys can't see it, but I am on PGA Tour.
And you got a top 20 to play the next week,
I'm gonna
right?
I'm going to throw this out to the audience. Brian Velasquez did say that the Golf Galaxy employee missed the cut. You hate to see it. Hate to see it. Great story.
Well,
I'm pretty sure that's why I totally forgot about it.
it would have been big news, yeah.
You know what? I didn't see it on TV about the entire thing. I actually saw it from Monday Q.
Okay.
On Twitter. So that was one of the great stories coming out of the Monday qualifiers, which if you follow Monday Q on Twitter, Ryan French does a great job of following every single Monday qualifier, talking about it. And there are so many great stories that come from those Monday qualifiers. Like, I wouldn't even say that that's one of the best stories.
Brian, I remember Kisner was like, heard that he had 4 beers, and he's like, please pair that guy with me. Like, that's my type of people.
Kiz, man.
Another promotional opportunity for the PGA Tour, just drastic.
Let's talk about Kiz for a second.
Yeah.
And how, he's kind of moved into the broadcast booth at the beginning of the year. Obviously did not get that job because have you seen him on any of the broadcasts?
No.
I haven't either. So that tells me that he ended up not getting the gig. Maybe he decided, hey, I want to play a little bit more golf, which didn't seem to be the case with Kiz. He kind of wanted to move more and more into the booth.
How old is he now?
He's up in his
40s?
He's up in his 30s, like late 30s, I believe.
Okay.
But he's a guy that kind of has one of those old school games, doesn't hit it very far. Great iron game, great short game, great putting. The game on the PGA Tour, you really don't have shorter golf courses anymore that are out there.
No.
So my question to you is, has the game just kind of gone by Kevin Kisner?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of guys like that still show up and are so good in certain areas where they get by. But, to be competent now on the PGA Tour, you got to have it all. You got to do it all. You got to fucking murder it, hands made out of feathers, and be able to roll the rock.
Love that out of you, Trot. He has too much. He said pill hook, but that's autocorrect there. He has too much pull hook in him to be on, and that's valid. I mean, he's really gotta get after it. Swinging way harder than he probably should. He's not one of those guys that can afford to swing 80%. Let's put it that way.
No. Nobody can.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I don't know anybody out there that's like, I mean, look, there's some holes where guys might, like Akshay, when he hit the pull hook.
This guy.
I don't think that was an attempt to hit a 340-yard tee shot. I think he was trying to hit a little hold-up bleed or cut down there, and it went in the rough. But other than that, these guys are fucking murdering it.
I mean, and Akshay hits the ball a long way for a guy that obviously only weighs that much.
He's got 180 ball speed or some shit?
He's up there.
Yeah.
I mean, he hits it over 300 carry.
Yeah.
So you got to nowadays. That's
Mandatory.
the modern game. And granted, we're going to have the golf ball roll back in a couple of years, and that's going to be interesting. But at least the golf courses don't have to keep just buying up more property in order to be eligible for a PGA Tour event. Maybe we'll see some of these old-time great golf courses come back into play. Maybe. It would be great. Seeing a Marion on another U.S. Open.
Yeah, I mean, I have a theory. I think that the guys haven't maxed themselves out to what's possible physically yet either.
You don't think so?
No, I don't, and I think that the type of guys that play the game. I had this argument actually with Mr. Perez one night, and I said basically this: if a fucking avatar, basically like a Larry Fitzgerald, doesn't play football when he's a kid, and he grows up with massive talent in the game of golf, and he's 6'6", 250, lean, flexible, and just insanely powerful. Like I just think that there's a lot more room for speed out there than what you're seeing right now, which is a lot of still smaller guys maximizing what's possible. I think people are going to like even Bryson. If you stood next to Bryson, he's not the biggest guy on the planet.
No, but he had to dial it back because he started getting injuries.
Because and he got too big for his frame. If a guy is, like I said, avatar sized and he puts the work in the gym, I don't know. I think you still got like you're going to see the golf ball roll back, and then you're going to see like a new generation of people come out that doesn't really matter because they are just that talented with speed and power.
Trot Golfer says you need those soft mitts.
And those people will have those mitts. I think that's something that you're born with, and it's not like big guys don't have soft mitts. You know, I think there's a class of player that we've yet to see on the PGA Tour.
Wally G says golf beasts.
Yeah. Take a tight end from anybody in the NFL and have them apply that to golf growing up instead of playing football or even basketball, and just fully develop themselves athletically like they have for that sport, but in golf. I think you might see something like that.
Just look at some of the crank long drive guys, right?
Exactly.
I mean, some of those guys are just absolute beasts.
And the only one in the last 20 years that you've seen that really grew up playing that has a lot of skill to the game was like Jamie Sadlowski.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of those guys are late bloomers. They're late to the game. They're extremely powerful. They played other sports, and now they just fucking rip the shit out of it. But again, that build, like you're saying, those dudes, maybe there's some juice involved early on in the career. They achieve a massive frame and size, and they're able to move it.
What kind of juice you talking about?
Orange juice.
Orange juice, like OJ.
Yeah.
White Broncos and orange juice.
White Bronx.
Yeah. Love that. Well, folks,
I don't know.
I mean, this is a dead period right now in golf, and I'm glad Trot Golfer, we almost called it there, but you throw in a good point. Trot Golfer, 15-year-old Miles Russell. So my buddy from Scotland who lives out in Florida, he ended up reaching out to me on Thursday and is like, are you watching this Miles Russell kid?
I watched him in person.
I was like, who the hell is Miles Russell?
Yeah, I followed him down in Florida at the Lecom Corn Ferry tournament, and I think he did really well there because one, he's 15. He's not achieved what he's going to achieve in terms of distance and how good he is because he does have great hands. But that golf course is one of the few. It's not that long.
No,
it wasn't that long.
No, Donald Ross courses normally aren't super long because they were designed so far back. Mm-hmm. But that being said, this Miles Russell kid, I mean, he was up. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
He was, I'm trying to remember how many under par he was in the first round of the Rocket Mortgage Classic, but everybody was talking about it, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. On the back nine, he ended up losing it a bit, which is obviously nerves.
I think he's just going to be just like another Akshay. That's what I see him becoming.
Yeah. I mean, kid's got tons of game.
Yeah.
Ended up playing really well on Saturday as well. And really well, like shooting under par. I mean, that's insane for a 15-year-old kid in a PGA Tour event to do.
Mentally, he's a G. Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, Miles Russell. Fantastic stuff out of him this past week. Great story there. But, man, these are the times to where, like, in the fall when we get to silly season?
Yeah.
That's where, this is the first year that I've ever really kind of felt this down period with golf to where we don't have, and I think last year a little bit it carried through because of all the controversy with Live Golf.
Yeah.
And now it's just like
dude, you make a really good point. To me, it's like golf's version of spring training almost. I mean,
if there was such a thing. It's like golf versus spring training. You got a bunch of. This is how it's going to end up being once you have all these marquee events, and then maybe even some team events with Live if they ever integrate together. But you're gonna. That's what these little tiny shitter events that all the big names don't have to play and are going to end up being. Right? It's not Corn Ferry Tour. It's a little better than that. It's like spring training.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, it's dreadful until the Open, Trot Golfer says. Let's throw that up here on the board.
Yeah.
I agree. It's because of these signature events and all these majors stashed in the first half of the year now. I mean, the PGA Championship, at least there was like, before, the majors were spread out throughout the year.
Yeah.
Right? You had the Masters. Then you had a break until June until you end up getting to the U.S. Open. Then in July, you end up having the Open Championship. And then in, like, I want to say it was late July, August, they used to have the PGA Championship. It was almost a full amount of time. And then every other year you got the President's Cup or Ryder Cup in the fall. That normally happens in September. It just, like, it carried through. It's just a different setup now. And this is the first year that I've really felt it. From following the game as closely as I do and watching every single event, I'm just like, watching the Rocket Mortgage, it almost felt, I don't know, it wasn't super entertaining to me.
It's mediocre.
It was mediocre. John Deere Classic, I hope that this tournament ends up being great, but it's like the lead up to it is just, there's not a ton of media going on. There's not a lot of stories. There's not a lot of hype around it all. And it's just like, even going through and building out for this show, I was just like, wow, we've got like 3 main topics.
Yeah, and you touched on it earlier. Like, if you're a betting man, this is probably one of the best opportunities for a new guy to break through.
Yeah, I really do.
Each of those events.
I hope we get a brand new winner on the PGA Tour this week. That is my hope for the John Deere Classic. I hope that it ends up being a memorable event. You know, who knows? Well, we shall see. Only time will tell. And we do have another comment here from Trot Golf that says, I think you might.
Sorry.
You blew it. I think that was the first time they were blown. Yep, they were. There we go. We're back up here now. There we go. Sorry, folks. No backlash to Mike Weir saying he's not going to take any live players. So, President's Cup. That's where we're at right now, to where, like, we've got to talk about the President's Cup because there's not a whole lot going on in golf right now outside of the John Deere Classic that, let's face it, not a great field. Hopefully we get a first-time winner. But let's talk a little bit about Mike Weir saying that. I think it's a mistake.
Yeah. You're Canadian, Mike.
Yeah, you're supposed to be a nice guy.
Yeah, what the hell are you doing?
Gosh.
Not going to take Bryson?
Well, the Canadians weren't nice to Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Hate to see it.
Bryson needs to start doing some videos with a hockey stick, and I bet he gets the call. Yeah.
Yeah,
It is weird. It's weird. Whose old school allegiance are you? Who is in your back pocket that's saying that you're not going to take any of those guys? That's that old politics in golf that's still there, obviously.
Now, that's Mike Weir for, by the way, that is Mike Weir for the Canadian team. So I do wonder, have we heard anything? I haven't heard anything from the U.S. side as far as what they're going to do about the live golfers like Bryson, Brooks. You know, those are the two guys that every single time this comes around, those are the two guys that end up getting screwed over because they're on live golf. If they were on the PGA Tour, they're in there every single time. Those guys are gamers. I mean, Bryson was basically Captain America. Brooks Koepka is just an absolute gamer. Mm-hmm. Dustin Johnson really is great in those moments because, you know, he doesn't get flustered by anything.
No, I don't think he cares literally about anything.
No, just
at all.
Put the ball in the hole.
That's it.
Buttsy.
I don't know. The best way to hit a cut is to hit a cut.
I hit it. I missed it. Hit it again.
That's pretty good.
That's it.
Pretty good.
That's it. It's because I got a dip, and I feel like first time ever. First time ever. Can I dip?
Fully addicted.
Not sure. No idea. I have no idea if I'm going to even recall this moment, but we do have a recording of it, so it happened.
Absolutely.
Which is great for me. Oh, another question that I did ask to the Twitter sphere is, you know how baseball, they play so many games, 162, right? They play almost all year round. They start in March. They're going all the way through basically October if they have a good year, November. Have a couple months off to where they normally train, and then they're right back into another season. Do you like having your athletes that you're fans of? I'm trying to remember how I posed this question. Do you enjoy seeing them have vacation time and relaxation when they're making all these millions of dollars? Or would you prefer the guys that you are a fan of to be getting at it every single week and actually playing? And I think I'm talking a little bit about, just the schedules now, not only with the PGA Tour, but also with Live, to where especially with Live, there's these hiatuses. At least with the PGA Tour, you get events, you get to see some new guys, you get to see potentially some first-time winners. I mean, there's still that aspect to the PGA Tour, where with Live Golf, we got nothing.
You got the field, and that's it. And then the field takes a break. And like the PGA Tour, when guys are in their spot and they're playing well and they're ranked well, they take the same kind of breaks, but there's still a ton of other events going on, like you just said, where bottom guys and new guys get a chance. So I would rather watch golf than not have golf to watch.
Yeah, same.
Regardless of what they're making. I mean, I just want to fucking watch some golf every week. Like, it just kind of feels like that's what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So
I'm a sick puppy. I watch golf literally all the time. Even during the weeks, it's on, it's playing, like repeat, replays.
Yeah.
It's just like, I am a sick puppy when it comes to watching golf and being a golf fan and an analyst. It's just like, gosh, man, like not having Live Golf just really, and you can tell because I almost bring it up every single show.
yeah.
Like it bothers me. It really does. It irks me.
It's the worst part about what they set forth to do. So I think that changes, though, in the future with this merger. You're not going to see these big hiatuses anymore.
Gotcha. That's all that's left in me for today. What do you think?
Dude, I think it's been we covered a lot very cleanly. I think it went good. So I'm not mad about it.
I love it.
I think there's some action.
I was going to say this damn dip again, but
Doing all right?
I'm doing fine.
All right.
Absolutely fine. Okay. A little brain dead at the moment. I can't tell whether that has been just the busy lifestyle that I've had over the past couple of weeks with the cruise, with the move, with all of a sudden wife's friends coming into town and literally nonstop all the time. And then things have just been crazy lately outside of the game of golf. And
You've had some shit going on.
I want to get back into just locking back into the game of golf and really focusing in when we have some good events that are going on, and hopefully the John Deere Classic ends up being a good one. I'm looking forward to it this weekend.
I think you and I could, if we get some golf going Thursday, we might be able to maybe commit to posting a lot of that round while it's happening, maybe some live feeds of the match, if you will. And then we also, maybe now's not the time, but we got to get back into talking about the putting world thing. And
I've been thinking about that a lot. We've got
happen.
several people that have asked us about Putting World and our pull hook professional putting league.
Yep.
And that is happening. We will have more details probably next week, I would imagine. We're going to start to flush out the details over this weekend.
It just has to be done right. Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. We didn't want to all of a sudden just be like, hey, we're throwing this out there and come join us. And then having it be just, that's not how I operate.
Yeah, and I'll tell you about this too. We might have a little Buttsy Desert Open coming up. Buttsy Open 2. If you didn't play in the first one, could be happening before Overseed. We'll iron out some details, but that'd be a little pull hook collab.
Love that.
And that's a full event that you would get to play in.
Speaking my language.
Yep. That'd be a 2-day or so.
Man, I would love to get back on the golf course, even in this crazy heat that we have out here, triple digits every single day, but it just doesn't bother me when I am out there on the golf course, enjoying myself and playing some good golf.
True.
So can't wait to get out there. But folks, Appreciate all of you being on our live stream tonight. And just want to give a quick thanks to our sponsor, Swannies Golf. Once again, if you want to utilize promo code PullHookGolf25, you will get 25% off your entire order at Swannies.co. I've got the hat on. This was awesome for July 4th, which is coming up in a couple days when this podcast release. It's going to actually be tomorrow. And then I got the Swanee shirt. It says meet me at the barbecue. It's got the flag on it. Fantastic stuff out of Swannies Golf. They are always dropping new apparel, and they are just great people too out there in Minnesota. And Swannies has really taken off. So appreciate them as a sponsor, and looking forward to next week's episode. Until then, folks, peace out from the new podcast studio.
That's awesome.
I love it.
I can't wait to see what it turns into, too. This
too.
is like the first setup. It's going to be sick.
Can't wait to get the backdrop and everything put into place. Oh, and thank you to Akshay Bhatia.
Huge shout out to
Akshay.
The brown praying mantis is what you called him.
Akshay bathtub.
Just literally a descriptive there.
Yeah.
You look at him.
Yeah. What's he got in his hand there? That's not a putter, though.
Yeah, it is. No, that's
It
his
is?
long putter. Move over just a little bit and you'll see.
There it is.
There it is. The Odyssey putter that he putts with. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's exactly how he holds it, too.
It's like one of those sonar things, you know. It's
unbelievable.
Look for gold.
Akshay Bhatia. We appreciate him joining us. Akshay, you got something? Yeah, let me just tickle your ear. There we go. Yeah, Akshay's right. Oh, he's petting him. Oh, that's nice. Oh. And he's still smiling. Yeah, I liked it. That's great. All right, folks. Until next week, same bat time, same bat channel. We will see you then. Peace out from Pull Hook Golf Studio.
Adios.
Peace out. Hate that.